Hello, my little bunnies. Are you all cozied up and ready for another wonderful bedtime adventure? Tonight, I'm going to tell you a story about Chingu, a little squirrel who didn't believe in himself at first but discovered just how amazing he truly was. Now, have you ever felt like you weren't good enough or thought everyone else was better than you? Or maybe you have been scared to try something new because you weren't sure you could do it? Well, let's join Chingu on his journey and see how he learned to believe in himself. But before that, let's take a deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Are you ready? Let's begin. Once upon a time, in a beautiful forest filled with tall, swaying trees and colorful flowers, there lived a tiny squirrel named Chingu. Chingu had soft brown fur, shiny black eyes, and the fluffiest tail in the entire forest. But there was one problem. Chingu didn't think he was special at all. Every morning, the forest would come alive with the chatter and laughter of its many creatures. Monkeys swung from branch to branch, singing cheerful tunes. Birds flapped their colorful wings and performed graceful dances in the sky. Even the turtles seemed to have their own quiet wisdom that everyone admired. Chingu, however, felt like he didn't fit in at all. He thought, "I'm just a little squirrel who gathers nuts all day. What's so special about that?" Now, kids, have you ever felt like Chingu, wondering if you had something special to share? What do you think makes you unique? One sunny morning, the forest was buzzing with excitement. It was the day of the Great Talent Showcase, an event where every animal could show off their unique skills. The monkeys were practicing their acrobatic flips, the peacocks were polishing their dazzling feathers, and even the turtles were preparing a wisdom-sharing session. But Chingu sat alone under a shady tree, watching everyone with a heavy heart. "What's wrong, Chingu?" asked Binu the bunny as she hopped by. "I'm not going to the showcase," Chingu replied, his tail drooping. "I don't have any talent to show. Everyone else is so amazing, and I'm just me." Binu tilted her head and said, "But Chingu, everyone has something special. Maybe you don't just know it yet." Chingu shook his head sadly. "I don't think I have anything at all." Later that day, as Chingu wandered near the riverbank, he spotted Tia, the wise old turtle, basking in the sun. Tia always seemed to know how to solve every problem, so Chingu decided to talk to her. "Tia, why don't I have any special talents?" Chingu asked, sitting beside her. Tia opened her kind, wrinkled eyes and smiled. "Oh, little one, everyone has something special. It's not about being the loudest or the flashiest. Sometimes our talents are quiet and unique, just like the gentle ripples of the river." Chingu blinked. "But what if I don't have any talents at all?" Tia chuckled softly. "Think about what you love to do most, Chingu. What makes you happy?" Chingu thought for a moment. "Well, I do love gathering nuts and seeds. I'm pretty good at finding the biggest and best ones, you know." Tia nodded. "Then start there. Use what you love and see where it takes you." Now, kids, what do you think Chingu will do with his nut gathering skills? And if you were Chingu, what talent would you share at the showcase? Feeling a spark of hope, Chingu decided to give it a try. He spent the entire afternoon racing through the trees, collecting nuts, seeds, and acorns of every shape, size, and color. Once he had gathered a big pile, he sat down in an open patch of grass and started arranging them. Chingu worked quietly and carefully, placing each nut and seed in just the right spot. Slowly, a picture began to take shape. First, it looked like a bright, glowing sun. Then, Chingu added flowers, stars, and even little animals made out of tiny seeds. By the time he was finished, the forest was glowing with the soft colors of sunset. Chingu looked at his creation and felt a tiny flutter of pride. The next day, Chingu carried his artwork to the talent showcase. As he walked through the crowd of animals, his heart pounded. What if no one likes it? He thought. When it was his turn, Chingu stepped forward and carefully unveiled his creation. The forest fell silent as everyone stared in awe. Chingu, this is amazing! Exclaimed Moti the monkey. How did you come up with this? Asked Pari the peacock, her feathers shimmering in the sunlight. Chingu blushed. I just used what I love, nuts and seeds, and made something out of them. The crowd erupted into cheers and applause. The animals couldn't stop admiring Chingu's artwork. From that day on, Chingu became known as the artist of the forest. Whenever anyone needed a bit of inspiration, they came to see Chingu's beautiful creations. Now, this story teaches us about self-esteem and believing in ourselves. Like Chingu, you don't need to compare yourselves to others. Your unique talents and interests makes you special, and the world needs what only you can offer. So in your everyday life, think about the things you love to do. Maybe you enjoy drawing, building, helping others, or even just making someone smile. Whatever it is, remember, your spark is what makes you shine. Now, my little star, as you snuggle under your warm blanket, think about something you did today that made you proud. Maybe it was trying something new, helping someone, or just being kind. And always remember, you are such an amazing bundle of joy. Okay, now let's end the night with a special rhyme before we drift into dreamland. Close your eyes, the stars are bright. Dream of forest bathed in light. Chingu's spark shines deep inside. A little star filled with pride. You are unique, there's no one like you. With talents and dreams shining through. Sleep tight, my little star. The world awaits the light you hold. Good night.